Once upon a time, in a vast, green forest, there lived a mighty lion. He was the king of the jungle, feared by all the animals for his strength and power. His roar echoed through the trees, and even the smallest breeze seemed to carry the sound of his presence. The lion had no need to fear anyone, and every creature, big or small, respected his rule. One hot afternoon, after roaming the jungle and hunting for food, the lion grew tired. He found a shady spot under a tall tree and lay down to rest. The gentle sound of leaves rustling in the wind lulled him to sleep. As the mighty lion snored away peacefully, a tiny mouse scurried by, looking for food. The little mouse was busy gathering seeds and crumbs when she accidentally ran across the lion's giant paw. Startled by the sudden movement, the lion woke up with a thunderous growl. In a swift motion, he trapped the mouse under his massive paw, pinning her to the ground. The mouse trembled with fear as she looked up at the ferocious lion. His sharp teeth gleamed in the sunlight, and his golden eyes glared down at her. She thought this was the end. "How dare you disturb my sleep, little mouse?" the lion roared. "I should crush you for your insolence." The mouse, though small and fragile, gathered all her courage and spoke in a soft, trembling voice. "Please, mighty king of the jungle, spare my life. I did not mean to disturb you. If you let me go, I promise that one day, I will repay your kindness." The lion was amused by the mouse's plea. How could such a tiny creature ever help him, the great king of the jungle? He chuckled and said, "You? Help me? You're too small to be of any use to me." But the lion, feeling generous and somewhat entertained by the idea of the mouse ever helping him, decided to let her go. He lifted his paw, and the mouse scurried away as fast as her tiny legs could carry her, disappearing into the bushes. Days passed, and the lion soon forgot about the mouse. He continued to rule the jungle, hunting and roaming freely. However, one day, as he was exploring a part of the forest he had never been to before, the lion stumbled into a hunter's trap. A thick, strong net was suddenly pulled up, wrapping around the lion and lifting him off the ground. No matter how hard he tried to free himself, the more he struggled, the tighter the ropes became. He was trapped. The lion roared with all his might, shaking the forest with his booming voice, but no animal dared to come near. The hunters had set the trap with the intention of capturing the lion and selling him to the circus. As the lion thrashed and roared in frustration, a familiar figure emerged from the underbrush, the tiny mouse he had once spared. The mouse saw the lion's desperate situation and immediately knew what to do. Without a moment's hesitation, she scampered up to the ropes and began gnawing at them with her sharp little teeth. The ropes were thick, but the mouse was determined. Bit by bit, she chewed through the net. The lion watched in astonishment as the tiny mouse worked tirelessly to free him. It took some time, but the mouse finally chewed through the last of the ropes, and the net fell to the ground. The lion was free. He stood up, shaking off the remains of the trap, and looked down at the mouse with a mixture of surprise and gratitude. "You saved my life," the lion said, his voice filled with awe. "I never imagined that such a small creature could do something so great. You have proven that even the smallest among us can be of immense help." The mouse smiled humbly and replied, "It's as I said, mighty lion. Even a mouse can help a king. Kindness is never wasted." From that day on, the lion and the mouse became the best of friends. The lion, who once believed in the strength of size and power alone, learned that courage, kindness, and cleverness were equally important. The mouse, in turn, knew that even the smallest creature could make a big difference in the world. Together, they roamed the jungle as a symbol of friendship, reminding all the animals that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And so, the mighty lion and the tiny mouse lived happily in the jungle, bound by the lesson they had learned: true strength lies not in size, but in heart.